Yo, it's legit dark out, guys. Guys, it's lightning. Guys, it's sprinkling. Like sprinklers are sprinkling. That's how early it is. It's like 5:30 a.m. We're bombing over to the firm. We're gonna whip the GT3RS and the GT350 today. And we're gonna have some fun. And we're gonna do some stuff and things and fun and things. And I had a lot of coffee to try to make this drive. I got like 4 hours of sleep, but we're gonna go race some cars, brother. Let's go racing. Yeah. All right, so I was planning on making up a lot of time. So I was planning on making up a ton of time on the drive over here, but I learned that Mustang plus track tires plus torrential downpour equals drive very slow to be safe. So we're here. My main focus of today is going to be to test the Mustang with the new tires that I have. So I went from the Michelins that the car comes with to these Nitto NT01s. In the back, I've got 305s, and then in the front, I have, were they 285s, 295s, 285s. I don't know exactly how it's gonna perform. I know last time my lap time was about 120, so I'm hoping in an ideal world I'll be able to get that down to like 118 or 116. I also have stiffer sway bars that I think will help a lot. I'm gonna do the first couple laps with the Ford Performance Alignment specs, which is what I used last time, but I know with stickier tires I might wanna add some more camber, so I have Tommy coming with the trailer, toe plates, and the Porsche, which I'm gonna take out on the track, maybe in this video, maybe in the next video. I don't know, but super quiet out here. There's like 5 drivers. It should be fun. Unfortunately, it started raining, so I'm trying to run the tank out of 93. I put 93 in the Mustang just to get a little bit of gas mileage. So I'm gonna go out on track and try to run the tank empty and mess around in the rain a little bit. But it's kind of irrelevant to me to drive in the rain because I want to compare to the the other tires. But I got my sick new lap timer in here, so I can time my laps. No one else wants to drive in the rain, so I'm gonna go do Mustang things. Chelsea Genofa, I'm coming for you. All right, so my standard was waiting till the track dried up enough to where I could be at the same lap time as I was last time, which is a 120. So I'm just gonna run the GoPro in car and see if we can do a 118. So shave 2 seconds off my best lap time with the old tires. And then after that, hopefully when the track's a little bit more dry, I'm gonna put one of the GoPros with telemetry on so we can compare the G's that I pull in certain corners to the G's that I pulled with the old setup. So anyway, I'm gonna go out, have some fun, see if I can beat that time, and then I'm getting hungry. Okay, bye.
low engine oil pressure. Yikes. Something happened there. I don't know if maybe I had an oil leak or something, but the car just wasn't really stopping. It just kind of went straight, which is weird. And then around the same time, I mean, maybe my brakes were faded. I don't know. Something was weird was going on. And then my car started like sounding weird, and then low oil pressure light came on, so I just killed it. So I asked them to just send a tow truck. Maybe I knocked something loose and it's leaking oil, but better safe than sorry. I immediately pulled off track because you don't want to get all the oil on the track because that makes a mess for everybody else. On this wheel, you can kind of see it looks like the oil, maybe a oil cooler line or something there sprayed and coated the brakes. Yeah. The car's an oily mess right now, and I don't think it's a good idea to unbolt and start looking at it at the track. But the lesson learned from this, at most track meetings, they always tell you if you go off, to go back and check to make sure you don't have any damage to, any wheels, any oil coolers, whatever. But this car, like, barely went off, right? And it's a newer car, so like, like how many times have I gone off with like, one of the Z that has an exposed oil cooler, the S13, like all these old cars that should break, and then this one, I barely go off, and this happened. So I'm assuming that's what it is. Hopefully I didn't throw a rod through the block or something. I'm assuming I would have heard that.
I don't want to say it.
It looks like it though, doesn't it? With all the oil in the pan?
No, see, surprisingly, I don't want to speak too soon.
Yeah.
But it looks like the majority of the oil on the drip, like on the drip pan, is in the front. So, and this thing has a factory oil cooler, right?
Yeah, so.
And I see the lines, and the lines aren't wet from the top. So it might be like a cracked oil cooler or like a line or something. And because obviously it had a lot of oil pressure because you were driving, it just shot it all out through that one leak, and it puddled up right there.
So, interestingly enough, I knew something was up when I went to go stop and the brake rotor was coated in oil, which you can see. But because of that, I was paying attention, and then instantly the low pressure oil light came on and I killed the car. It did start hiccuping and sounding weird, so hopefully no damage was done.
Yeah.
But yikes. The weird thing is though, dude, there's a ton of oil back here, so maybe that splashed up from my wheel or something.
Oh yeah, like if it happened that quick, it for sure happened like super quick, and while you were still moving, it shot oil everywhere. But
So it probably prevented a lot from going on the track because of that drip tray, huh?
oh yeah.
Yeah, so.
'Cause if not, and especially when you were already stopped there,
yeah,
you would have just dripped all over the track and it would have been a giant puddle.
The track staff was super pumped that I pulled off track.
Oh, I'm sure. When they said it over the radio that he pulled off, I'm like, good at him.
Yeah, I knew exactly, dude. I saw a puff of smoke come from my exhaust. I think some of the oil hit my exhaust.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, so, but hopefully it wasn't coming out of my exhaust and it was burning on my exhaust. That's the goal. So do we dare check the oil level? Because I guarantee you it's empty.
Let me grab a ride.
That would be pretty funny. It's gotta be. There's definitely a quart of oil in there. So this is where you think, did we jinx ourselves by bringing the trailer as a backup? Or are we lucky that we brought it? Because like, I mean, I was on a mission to like, have some fun, honestly.
We'll see.
I got 119. I didn't get 118. I got 119. So the car was getting, so this is what kind of happened, right? It was getting really annoying because the traction control that I left on, now that the track was dry, it was getting annoying and cutting the throttle. So I took it off, and like there was one corner where I didn't realize how much the traction control was really helping me. So that one I overcooked a little bit, and that was the one that I went off. I got used to it after that, but then it didn't really matter because I had oil on my tires. Yeah.
Okay, so side note, we did check this, and it was good.
We literally checked the oil before this run.
It was good.
It was full AF. A lot more full than my tummy is right now, let me tell you what.
Well, you didn't break 118, so I can't feed you.
I got 119, Tom. First lap out.
Not good enough.
I know.
Can't find the hole. There's nothing in there.
There's negative oil on there. Yeah. No, dude, it's dry for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, send it back.
So,
what?
You want to know the story that I already made up?
What?
We're gonna buy some groceries. We're gonna borrow a baby seat from someone.
Okay.
And we're gonna trade like normal tow truck, flat tow it, like or like flatbed. Yeah. To the Ford dealership and be like, look, I was going to buy some groceries. I had my kid, and the thing just went to low oil pressure, and I didn't turn it back on.
But we should probably take the the firm racetrack sticker off, and we should probably take the lap timer out as well, don't you think?
Yeah, and your helmet and gloves, and we should probably not have track tires on it when we.
Yeah, honestly, dude, I might bring it to the Porsche dealer and be like, is this junk or is it not? I don't know.
To the Porsche dealership.
Hey, at least I have a benchmark. So I got a 119. It definitely had a 118 in it, so I can compare the Porsche to it.
Yeah. Or, well, we can also just go and trade this in for a GT2RS.
Or a GT350R. I need more aero.
Porsche though.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, we'll get another Porsche. I couldn't resist. I went and did a lap of half track because the back section of the track I showed up because some support oil on it. We're just not going to talk about that. They're going to open the back track up though. They're just waiting for it to dry. But Tommy wants to go for a ride, so I want you guys to see how crazy this is through Tommy's eyes. Get in, Tommy. Let's do this.
I can't. It's locked. The sounds it makes through the, like when you're coming down the street from the outside is ridiculous.
I downshift way earlier than I need to because I'm so used to doing it on the Mustang.
Yeah.
Ready, Tommy?
Oh yeah.
Stop in real quick?
Yeah.
first off, I did a 115.52.
No way.
Yeah, second off, I was so stoked that I went off and slammed that front corner. So we should probably check to make sure I didn't hook up the wheel or the arms. All right, well, first off, let me just say, this has been a lot of fun. I know that the GT3RS is like an ultimate like track car. It definitely is. I will say, however, it's a little bit less exciting because it's so good that in the Mustang, when I do a really fast lap time, it's like, man, I'm a great driver. When I do a really fast lap time in the Porsche, it's like, man, this is a really great car. So it makes me feel a little less heroic, but at the same time, it makes me feel more heroic because I'm setting like crazy lap times and stuff. But anyway, 115 is a personal best. I decided to take it easy because I remember that I don't have really insurance for the Porsche for full value of the vehicle. And I was looking at the lap time and I kind of went off a little bit, so whatever. I'm gonna rush back home so we can go watch FD qualifying, do a quick detail on the Porsche and just hang out. But super fun day, and fingers crossed that the Mustang's okay. Probably take a look at that tomorrow just to chill tonight. Whoops. Hello, you still there? Did I break you? Come back to me. I want to tell you things. Hey guys. So, I'm not going to force you to go back and watch the section of the video where I went off with the Mustang, but after watching back the footage, I did realize, so originally I thought when I went off, that's when the oil issue happened, but it appears as if something random happened, and that's why I put the oil pressure gauge on the screen, and I started losing oil pressure before I went off that time where I said like the car wasn't braking, so that's obviously like oil flung around and got on my brakes or whatever. But it's weird that the oil pressure was perfect all leading up until that moment, and then I started losing oil pressure there. So it leads me to believe, and I haven't taken apart the Mustang yet, we'll probably do that tomorrow, that maybe there is a defect with those cars where the oil filter gets loose because of like engine harmonics, no matter how tight you get it, and I actually changed the design on it. And it has happened to me once before at the drag strip where it got loose and we tightened it. So maybe the oil filter got loose. And just in that moment when I was braking, that's where it started spraying oil out and caused that issue. But it'll be interesting to figure out if that were the case and if there was engine damage and we can prove it, covered under warranty. So that'd be tight. But stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed watching me beat the crap out of the Porsche. It was a lot of fun. Carbon ceramic brakes are really expensive. If I have to replace the rotors, it's 20 grand for all new rotors. But that's why most people that get carbon ceramics, when they replace them, they just replace them with steel. So I don't know how many track days I'm gonna do with it, but it was really fun getting to use the car to its potential. So now like I'm well trained in my maneuvering, so if I need to get to Starbucks fast, So anyway, don't know if I'm gonna make a video tomorrow. I think I'm gonna just hang out at OSW. There's like a learner's day and I'm gonna just go and instruct and just, you know, chill for once. So maybe I'll film if like Taylor comes and like drives me out or something if he lets me, but I don't know, that thing's junk anyway, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.